So I've done a bunch of 10-year rebuilds in 2K24 so far, including the Utah Jazz, the Miami Heat, and I just did the Chicago Bulls. And I was thinking, like, what rebuild do I want to do next? So let's do it with my favorite team in the NBA, the New York Knicks. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting rebuild throughout the next 10 seasons, because I have no idea who's going to be on this team in 10 years from now. Because, like, RJ Barrett is a good player. He's 23 years old. Obviously, if he continues to be a good player for us throughout this rebuild, he'll be here when he's 33. We have Brunson at 27. I doubt we'll be here when he's 37. Julius Randle, I don't think if I don't trade him, he's not going to be on here past his second contract. So yeah, it could be 2 to 3 more years, because I believe the last year does have a player option. Mitchell Robinson, I think he's very good, and I think he's a very useful player, so he probably will be here at least for his prime years. Quickly, I would like to re-sign in the offseason. Josh Hart just signed an extension, so he's going to be here for the next 5 years. I think Quentin Grimes is somebody that if we are going to make a trade, he could be maybe the first guy up. DiVincenzo just came here on a mid-level exception for 4 years, so he's going to be here. Everybody else, though, could be expendable at some point. I just tweeted about this the other day, but yeah, start today is not in 2K. We're over a month into the NBA year. We're over 2 months, almost 3 months into the 2K24 cycle, and we still don't have start today. It's really embarrassing. So we're currently rocking with the 9-man rotation the Knicks have in real life, with Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Randle, Robinson, with Quickly, Hart, DiVincenzo, and Hartenstein off the bench. We're off to a good start this season. I do think, like, the big part of this video, or at least for the first era of this rebuild, maybe the next 3 years, and it's been talk of the town for the Knicks over the last couple of months, is are we going to get, like, that next star to come here? Is it going to be a Giannis? Probably not, since he's just re-signed. Will it be an Embiid? Because he's a CAA client, and so is, or that's what Leon Rose used to be, who's the current GM of the Knicks. He used to be an agent for CAA. Could it be Donovan Mitchell? Could we bring Spida in the offseason, try to trade for him? All are on the table, as we're going to try to win a championship while Jalen Brunson is in his prime. We're off to a pretty good start to the regular season this year, which is great to see. All right, so I'm going to be making one trade at the deadline. It's basically going to be an Evan Fournier for Jonathan Isaac swap. In this game right now, neither of them have played this year. I don't even think Isaac is going to be in our rotation for the remaining part of the season, but Isaac is making $17 million next year, which I can leverage in a trade. With Fournier, he was a free agent at the end of the year, and Orlando is definitely looking for some more shooting. They can afford trading away some defense since they're just so good at that. So it's a little bit of a reunion for Fournier in Orlando, and it's a 1-for-1 swap. But yeah, 2K loves us right now. We are 37-14. We are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. That is going to be my only deadline deal. Randall's leading the team in scoring, then Brunson. Brunson at a much more efficient level, 52-38. What was that? 81 splits. Yeah, that is the case. Randall, 22, 8.5, 4 assists, 45 from the field, 33 from 3, 76 from the line. Quentin Grimes has struggled at times this season. I mean, for the playoffs, it's looking more likely that, like, Josh Hart or Emmanuel Quickly will be in the rotation, the starting rotation. Yeah, Quickly is really freaking good, man. And Tom Thibodeau gets his second coach of the year with the New York Knicks. We did get Mitchell Robinson on all defensive second team as well. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. And your New York Knicks are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. All right, I'm flattered, 2K. Did not think you were going to make me that good. Why do we have to take on Boston in round 1? How are they not the 1 seed? I need 2K to get start today in this game. If you guys have a good scenario where it starts in November, December, let me know in the comments below of the gamer tag, and I'll definitely shout them out when I use it. I think RJ Barrett had a solid year. He's actually been a pretty good free throw shooter in real life so far, so hope we see that increase. Obviously, he's under contract for the next 4 years, so we don't have to worry about him. Obviously, priority number 1 in the offseason will be to re-sign Emmanuel Quickly. Quentin Grimes, solid 3-point shooter, good free throw shooter, good defender, just maybe not inside the 3-point line. And to come up with this playoff rotation, I think for the playoffs, we're going to start, I don't know, though. I think I may start Josh Hart over Grimes, just because I like Quickly on the second unit just as an offensive threat. So we'll probably go like 30 minutes to Quickly off the bench. DiVincenzo was solid this year. Good 3-point shooter, can do a little bit of everything. I think Hartenstein's going to get like 13 minutes a night. I think Mitchell Robinson is fine there. We'll probably go 27 to Hart, 36 to Brunson, and we'll go one more to Mitch Rob. I'm fine with Randall getting 31 minutes a night. And can we beat the Boston Celtics in round 1? I don't know why we got such a hard round 1 matchup, and we beat them. Let's go. We end up winning in 5. A series where Brunson goes off. Julius Randle goes off. All right, we're not getting playoff Randle. Hell yeah. I mean, he was phenomenal there. Grimes continues to struggle. DiVincenzo struggled as well. Brunson was great. RJ Barrett was solid. He was efficient. Quickly was great as well. So we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks here in round number 2. They have Brook Lopez. This is a rematch of round 1 in the 2021 playoffs. And let's see who can advance here to the conference finals. We sweep them. All right. 2K may love the New York Knicks in the sim because we are now in the conference finals in year 1. Maybe I don't need to go out and get a star. I mean, we will definitely try it. Oh, man, Grimes is really struggling. So I think for the conference finals against the Cavs, so playing Donovan Mitchell, I think I'm going to go a little bit less to Grimes and DiVincenzo, who did play better in round 2, but I think we're going to go like one more to Brunson, couple more to Mitch Robb and Julius Randle. So we're taking on the Cavs, elite front court, elite back court. They haven't really added anybody this season, and we end up winning in 7. And the NBA gets their marketing dream of a Lakers-Knicks finals, with Brunson being your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and then you got LeBron in the West. We won Game 7 by 1 point. Okay, I'm so glad I simulated the round because that would have been too stressful. We were up 2-0, then it went 2-1, 2-2, 3-2 us. They forced the Game 7, and then we won by 1. That is insane. Can we beat the LA Lakers? The Cam Reddish revenge series here in the NBA Finals. They win Game 1 by 8 points. All right, this is the Randle revenge series as well. We do win Game 2 by 1 point. A fourth quarter comeback. All right, Randle, you've been good so far in this series. Game 3, we end up losing by 6 in LA, so we split the games in New York. We go to LA and lose. Game number 4, that's brutal. We ended up getting blown out by 21. All right, season on the line here. Game number 5, we stay alive. Can the Lakers blow a 3-1 lead? Let's see. Yes. All right, we're at least going to a Game 7. Anything can happen. Brunson with 48, Randle with a triple-double, RJ with 21. Here we go. Game 7. Year 1 is already off to a great start. Can we win a finals in year 1? Oh my God, we're going to win. No, don't jinx it, Matt. Don't jinx it. We're up by 17. 17 in the third. Don't choke this. Oh my goodness. We're going to win. We're going to win. We ended up winning the finals in year 1. 2K loves the Knicks, I guess. I will definitely take that. Off to a good start. Quickly, it was great. Randle was good. Wow, everybody was somewhat efficient in Game 7. Pretty much everybody but DiVincenzo, and I guess Mitch Robb, which is kind of ironic. So, yeah. We won it all. Randle. All right, well, I can't move Randle. He just won Finals MVP, and he was phenomenal in those 7 games. LeBron says, yep, I just lost to the Knicks in the finals. I do have to hang it up. We do have Dallas's first-round pick if it's not going to be in the top 10, and that's a perfect spot at 13 because it's in the lottery, and we are able to keep it. The Pistons are also pretty good. See, this is why we need to start today in this game. It is a lottery protected first, so we're going to be able to keep that, and we have pick 30 as well. I also think we had the Pistons' second-round pick. Obviously, that's not going to be as good. Yeah, but we had the Jazz, which is at 33. I'm not going to be able to draft 3 rookies, so we may look to make a trade. And we do have that Jonathan Isaac contract still. I don't know if he would be in our rotation next year. It would be nice to free up that $17 million because I do want to dish out probably at least 20 million to quickly, probably a little bit more. All right, so we're going to make this trade for deep in the future. We're trading 26, 30, I believe 33, and 56. I actually want to see if I can keep my first round pick at 30 for the Grizzlies unprotected first in 2028. They agree to that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to still have pick 13 and 30 in this draft. If we take a look at the 2024 mock, let's see who they have us taking right now. Aaron Bradshaw from Kentucky, Bronny James, and then Tyrese Proctor. Would not, I don't know, we don't really need another guard. We could look to draft a better center than Hardenstein going forward, a little bit of a cheaper option as well. I wouldn't mind maybe another power forward, but I think we should probably stay away from adding another point guard. And the third overall pick is traded with Christian Koloko for 4 and Fred VanVleet. Whoa, so Fred VanVleet goes back to Toronto. Houston takes Alex Sarr, and then the Rockets are going to be trading pick 4 and Jalen McDaniels for Şengün. Wait. Who's making this trade? Wait. What? Because it said the Nets, but don't the Rockets have the Nets pick? Or, oh, there might be a protection on it. Wow. So the Nets just got Alperen Şengün. So I guess Nick Claxton is probably gone. I'm really confused to even know what team Şengün is on. Maybe he's on the Raptors, actually. Yeah, he's on the Raptors now. Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right, so we are going to take Donovan Clingan out of UConn here with the 13th overall pick. With Hardenstein, he might be the backup center next year. We'll see, but Clingan definitely could be the backup center going forward. And I love this pick at 30. Ryan Dunn out of Virginia could be one of the better perimeter wings in this draft. He's a stud so far for the Cavaliers in real life, so I'm excited about that pick. And we're going to sign Clingan, and we are going to sign Ryan Dunn right there. Jericho Sims, we will bring back for now. Obviously, we're going to have a ton of depth at the center position. McBride, Jacob Toppin, and obviously Emmanuel quickly can get the qualifying offers. So Hardenstein is a free agent, so I do think I'm going to let him walk, and then we're going to just have Clingan as the backup 5 next year. All right, so quickly's going to get 22 mil a year, but it is going to go up each year. So yeah, a 4-year deal. I can actually give him a 5-year deal, so let's lock him up. What a first-round pick the Knicks did in the 2020 draft at the end of the first round. I'd like to bring back Miles McBride on a 2-year deal as well. He actually accepts a deal from, I think that's at the Rockets, $3.5 million. Or maybe he was from the Heat. You know what, McBride? You can go out there to Miami. You'll get more playing time because he wasn't really going to play for us. So he signs with the Miami Heat. Kind of wanted to be nice. I thought about the idea of trying to trade for Donovan Mitchell. I'm just not going to be able to get a deal done. So we don't see any progression from Jalen Brunson. So maybe he's peaked there at an 88. Well, it says 89 in the top left. We have RJ Barrett going up a little bit. Mitch Robb goes up. Grimes goes up. Anybody regress? Nope. We're pretty much chilling there. All right, so this is going to be the rotation. Brunson, quickly, Barrett, Randall, and then Mitch Robb with Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, Dante DiVincenzo, and Donovan Clingan, the rookie former Husky, off the bench. We're 3.5-star defense. First game of the season on the road against the Pistons, and we just won by 2. Shout out Emmanuel Quickly, man. And then we just beat the Celtics by 11. RJ drops 31. And then we beat the Timberwolves by 22 quickly with 24. All right, I guess we have a championship hangover at the moment because you guys saw it didn't really make any too big of changes in the offseason. Literally just let Isaiah Hartenstein walk and added Donovan Clingan, and unfortunately, we're 21-29. Also, I was like, wait, why do I never get to see the All-Star Draft anymore? And I forgot, yeah, the NBA is actually removing it, and it's going to East versus West again, and 2K was like, oh, that's easy. We can remove stuff really easily, but it just takes us forever to add stuff. Obviously, that makes sense now. So, Jalen Brunson is averaging 24 points per game. RJ Barrett is averaging 20 points per game. Number 2 on the team right now. His efficiency is better this year than it was last year. Randall has not been efficient, 54% true shooting. I would like to see, like, I'll kind of give him the benefit of the doubt because he played well in the playoffs last year, but we may not even get into the playoffs this year, and he's due $32 million next year. Emmanuel Quickly is averaging 13.8 points per game, 4 rebounds, 5.8 assists. I think I may do a rotational change or a lineup change for the rest of the year. I don't know if I'm going to make a trade. And yeah, I don't think I was going to pay Quentin Grimes in the offseason. I do think he needs a little bit of a change of scenery, so we are going to send him off to Minnesota. We're getting a swap worst first round pick for an expiring contract. It's not too bad. I don't know how much value that's really going to have since it is a swap wars. We're taking on Nickeil Alexander-Walker, no future salary, and we are going to just send them a second rounder as well. So yeah, I couldn't really find a Jonathan Isaac deal, and we could play Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but I'm kind of more excited to try and see what Ryan Dunn, the rookie, can do. And the lineup change I'm going to do is I'm going to send Quickly to the bench, and then we're going to send Josh Hart into the starting 5. We're going to give these guys a couple more minutes and change the starting 5 around, and then I'm probably going to go 20 minutes a night to DiVincenzo. So we'll see if we can play somewhat better in the second half of the year, or if the Knicks are going to go from beating the LA Lakers in the NBA Finals to missing the playoffs. All right, so Jalen Brunson could opt out of his player option at the end of the year. We are going to re-sign him to a 3-year deal on top of that. 37 mil will get up to north of 40 mil a year. Julius Randle doesn't want too much money, but I don't really think I'm going to bring him back. He has a player option. I don't know if he's going to opt out of it. I assume he'll opt in, but we'll see. And I'm going to tag on 3 more years to Mitchell Robinson's contract as well, so he's at least under contract till his age 31 season. And we've been playing a little bit better as of late. We're only 5 games below 500. And Darius Garland of the Cleveland Cavaliers wins MVP. We do have to check on and see if Donovan Mitchell signed an extension. They got 2 major awards this year, with Mobley winning DPOY. Coach of the Year Wes Bickerstaff, so 3 major awards. We didn't get anybody on any of the All-NBA or defensive teams. We do get Donovan Clingan on All Rookie second team. He had a solid rookie season, 4.5 rebounds, 7.7 points, over a block a night as well. And we did make the play-in tournament as the 9th seed, so yeah, definitely a championship hangover for us. At least we went above 500. We had RJ Barrett eclipse 20 points per game. There's Jalen Brunson at 23.8, 5 assists a night as well. Super efficient. Barrett's now up to an 87 as well. Randall, I mean, not bad box score numbers, but the efficiency, not great. Quickly, much better off the bench than he's in the starting lineup. Mitchell Robinson, 7 points a night, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks. The Timberwolves did make the play-in tournament with Quentin Grimes, but it looks like it's going to be tough for them to get in. And they have Isaiah Collier. How is that team not like a 1 seed in the West? So let's see what we can do against these Sixers. Actually, before that, I do wanted to see how Ryan Dunn did. Shot 34 from 3. Okay. I mean, wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. We'll see what he can do in this game against Philadelphia. Oh, I thought I accidentally just simulated the game. Here we go. It's at Madison Square Garden. We go down by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Just no defense from us. I guess this is where we could use Jonathan Isaac. Can we come back in the 4th? That's embarrassing. Randall drops 31. Barrett at 26. Hart 5 for 7. Brunson shot 4 for 12. And we go from winning the title to losing in the first leg of the play-in tournament. That is pretty embarrassing. And Paul George in Houston is your Western Conference Finals MVP. You have Garland in the East, and then, Garland in the East for the losing team, and Şengün, Finals MVP. Man, this is the year of Şengün. Obviously, he's killing it in real life. Goes up against his former team and wins in 7. There goes some kind of legendary point guards of the 21st century. Mike Conley and Chris Paul. Chris Paul is definitely legendary, maybe not as much for Mike Conley. friendly. All right, we're gonna make all defensive teams positionless. I like that idea. And it is time for the draft lottery. We do have our pick there at number 13. I doubt we're gonna get lucky. That would take a lot of luck. So it's at 13, and that is our only first round pick here in this draft. So back-to-back years, we have the 13th overall selection. I'm not gonna fire Thibodeau. I'm gonna try to hire Billy Donovan, who got fired, to be our top assistant. There we go. All right, so I don't know if I'm gonna be drafting a player, but I guess that can't really hurt. I would definitely like to draft Liam McNeely if he fell to me at number 13. All right, we are gonna send Dante DiVincenzo to Golden State, or back to Golden State, for their unprotected first round pick next year. We're gonna move on from him, clear a little bit of salary, and we get another draft in return for that. So yeah, Liam McNeely is the guy I want at 13. We also have pick 33 as well. We have that swap worse next year, so I could use that to trade up to like 7 or 8 if that opportunity presents itself. Utah trades 2 picks for Kawhi Leonard. All right, so Kawhi gets traded. Carter not... Wait, or is that the Thunder? Is Kawhi might be a Thunder now. I keep forgetting who has those picks. And then Cooper Flagg falls all the way to 5 to Houston. Well, that's kind of insane. All right, I do think Liam McNeely's going to fall to me. I think. Don't take a Memphis, please. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take Liam McNeely here with the 13th overall selection. I've seen him develop very well in this game out of Florida. And then at 33, I'm going to take Cody Carr out of Michigan State. All right, so let's sign McNeely and let's sign Carr. McNeely could be in the G League next year because Randall Dubs he opts in, so that does give us kind of another year with at least some caliber, starting caliber power forward play. So free agency, Donovan Mitchell is there. I don't have the cap space to sign him. I think we are going to bring back Jonathan Isaac on a 2-year deal because he could play over McNeely if I do want to send him to the G League. So I think I'm going to wait and see what happens with Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so he goes back to the Cavs on a massive contract. So we could technically look at this as a sign and trade. I mean, would I be able to do Randall and quickly for Mitchell? The Cavs would acquire $1 million more than allowed. Are you kidding me? That's going to make it really tough. Give me Dean Wade. So do they counter? I mean, I could give you my unprotected first next year. I would give you, let's see what picks are valuable. That Warriors pick looks valuable. This Grizzlies pick could be valuable. And I'll give you my first there. So it's 4 first-round picks, quickly, and Randall, so you could still stay competitive. Would they do this? I don't even think they're going to do this. They don't. Okay. It's going to be tough because Donovan Mitchell is now 5 stars in 2K. We're going to take a flyer on Alex Caruso for 1 year. He could crack the rotation, but I still think I want to play Ryan Dunn over him for at least the time being. So we see Klingon go up 4 overalls, which is nice. Caruso does regress. I guess that's why he was so cheap. Look at the lineup 2K wants me to put out there. What are we doing? So we have Chris Dunn and we have Ryan Dunn now. I think I'm going to send Liam McNeely to the G League. So we're probably going to go like 13 minutes to Isaac. We'll go 17 to Dunn. We'll go 20 to Klingon. We'll do 28 to Quickly, about 29 to Mitch Robb, 31 to Randall I think is good, probably 27 or maybe 28 to Hart, 35 to Barrett, and then let's go, honestly, 37 to Brunson, and we can play Mitchell Robinson 2 more minutes. System proficiency is 3.5 star defense. Are we going to have a season like we did in year 1, or is it going to be like we did last year, which was very disappointing? All right, so I guess it's an even year thing for us because in 2024 we won it all. Last year in 2025 we sucked. This year in 2026 we are 35-16, 19 games above 500. We're the 3 seed in the East with some Central Division teams ahead of us. I'm debating if I want to re-sign Julius Randle. We have Brunson averaging 25 a night. We have Barrett averaging 23 a night. Randle in a contract year, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He is 31 years old though, so that does scare me. We have Quickly shooting 38 from 3, 47 from the field. Donovan Klingon looks pretty good, man. It's just like I'll never start over Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart gets rebounds, 5.3 assists, which is great. Just shoot better from 3, please, Josh, please. Ryan Dunn has not looked great this year. Jonathan Isaac, not much better. But hey, we are 35-16, like I mentioned. I mean, $18 million a year for Randall is not bad, right? I don't really think I'm gonna have that much cap space anyway because we're paying what, $54 million? I can't do math. $64 million to Brunson and Barrett. Then you add in another 23 mil, 19 mil. Yeah, that Josh Hart contract is so big. Definitely not living up to 19 mil a year either. So you know what? I'm gonna give Randall a 3-year flat rate for $54 million. I actually think that's pretty fair. So we will get that done, and it's a tradable contract too. All right, so Evan Mobley wins MVP this year, averaging 18.9 points per game. Bones Highland, 6th man of the year in Philadelphia. Jacoby Walter is your most improved player on the Rockets, or no, yeah, most improved. Zion wins clutch player of the year. Okay, so it definitely looks like the Cavs are still the best team in the Eastern Conference. We get Mitchell Robinson back on all defensive second team, so yeah, every even year he'll get that award. And we finished the year as the 3 seed in the East, so yeah, the Cavs and the Pistons finished better than us. Pistons by 3 games, Cavs by 8. Brunson averaged 25 points per game. Barrett 23, 19.5 for Julius Randle, 9 rebounds, 3.7 assists as well. There's Emmanuel quickly. Then you got Klingon, Hart, Robinson, Dunn, and Isaac. I think for the playoffs, we may go like 10 a night to, not Chris Dunn. No. We could put Liam McNeely there, who did spend some time in the G League, but I think I'm going to go Ryan Dunn just for now. So they're each going to get 10 minutes. We're going to go 20 to Klingon. I do want to start Josh Hart over quickly still. Like, I like the minutes to Brunson and Barrett, 33 to Randall. Let's go 33 to Mitchell Robinson, and then 26 to Josh Hart. So can we beat the Orlando Magic? The Jonathan Isaac Revenge Series. They do have James Harden there now. Okay, they have Poku, they have Brandon Clark, Jed Howard. Looks like no more Fournier. And we end up gentleman sweeping them. An actual gentleman sweep. Went up 3-0. They won game 4. We won game 5. Oof, okay. All right. Randall, not efficient. Efficient from the line, though. But Jalen Brunson is him. He is him. He wants to win a Finals MVP award. Wait, did Julius Randle win the Finals MVP for us? Yeah, it was. So that's got to, like, give him more leeway with this team. Miles Bridges, I don't know if he's from Michigan, but he played at Michigan State, so he's going back there to play for the Pistons. Can we beat them? And no, we end up losing in 5. All right, so I think we've hit our ceiling as a team with this core. Wow, Barrett was really good in round 2, but unfortunately, it was not, it didn't result in a win. He's still just 25 years old. Klingon struggled. Yeah, I think we're just going to really look to improve the bench in the offseason. Maybe we'll see if we can package Josh Hart in a deal. Giddy's your Western Conference Finals MVP, Mobley in the East from the 2021 draft class, and the Thunder win in 5 with Shea being your Finals MVP. So, not this offseason, but next offseason, there will be some new expansion teams. And okay, Tibbs retires. So, we are looking for a new head coach. Russ heads to the Hall of Fame. All right, that is pretty interesting stuff. I don't know if I'm going to promote Billy Donovan to be our leading head coach. And oh my goodness, that Dante DiVincenzo trade may net me a top 5 pick in the draft. And that swap worst. Wow, from Quentin Grimes is going to be a lottery pick as well. So let's go. It ends up being pick 2. So the Jazz get the best end of that swap worst. They end up getting, or the swap best. So they get number 1 via Minnesota. We get 13 via Utah. We also have pick 2. So that will definitely be a nice bench piece added. I want to see if we could sign Nick Nurse. That would be a nice addition. Bickerstaff, I don't know if I want another defensive-minded head coach, but we could go after him or Malone if we do want one. Let me see if I do get Nick Nurse. Okay, we can't get him. So I'm going to offer Will Hardy the position just for, let's see. No, we're going to decline for Carter. Yeah, so we're going to sign Will Hardy. We're going to keep Donovan as the backup. Not the backup, the assistant coach. So at number 2, the mock drafts. Oh, AJ Dibanza would be a sick pick. Well, I'm getting either him or Cameron Boozer. Oh my God, Cameron Boozer would actually be sick. All right, I don't know if I've ever gotten either AJ or Cameron Boozer, so I'm very excited to have the 2nd overall pick in this draft. And the Jazz take AJ Dibanza. All right, so we are getting maybe now the power forward for the future. I think we're going to probably move him to the 4. Cameron Boozer, the son of Carlos Boozer. What a draft pick, man. That all stemmed from Dante DiVincenzo. Man, we got lucky. And then we're going to take Caleb Wilson here at 13. He could also be a G League candidate next year. Oh, and then we had a 3rd first-round pick, which was ours. So we are going to take Neil Lynch here. So we basically added Cameron Boozer to be at least a bench spot next year, and Liam McNeely as well, because he'll be coming over from the G League. So both these guys were 80 overalls, clear 1A, 1B. We did get a 2nd-round pick in Bruce McLeod, but we are not going to sign him. Isaac for 4.21. I think I'm going to let him walk. Cody Carr. He was pick 33. I think I'm going to let him walk. Ryan Dunn, I will bring back. Same with Klingon. So it looks like Luka is a free agent. I wish I had the cap space, but we actually have no money whatsoever. So I don't even know if I'm going to trade Josh Hart, because getting the 2nd overall pick kind of changes everything. I'm actually going to make Cameron Boozer a power forward with his backup position being a center. I also tried something out for these sliders today. I don't know. Wait, can I see the sliders here? No, that's not what I want to show you. The progression sliders. So I'm trying out 45, 55 with, usually I flip this and I do 55 progression, 45 regression, but we are going with a lower progression rate just to see if it makes it a little bit more challenging. So a lot of these guys stay with their current teams, but Fox does not. He goes to Milwaukee. So we have Klingon, Quickly, and Mitchell Robinson all going up. Liam McNeely as well, and Ryan Dunn, which is nice to see. All right, so I feel like I got to start Cam Boozer, so I'm going to try a completely different rotation with Randall at the 3. I forget if he was ever a small forward at any time in LA, but we're going to experiment with it. We're going to go 30 minutes to Randall, Boozer, and Robinson. Quickly, Klingon off the bench. Josh Hart can get like, what, 22 minutes a night. And then I want Liam McNeely probably getting that last spot with Wilson being in the G League. So Barrett can get 32 and we'll go 35 to Brunson. Like I said, I want to send Caleb Wilson to the G League. We might as well send Ryan Dunn down there as well. We are now 3-star balance. We'll see how first year coach Will Hardy can do. First game of the season at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers is going to end up in a monster 140-135 win in overtime with Brunson dropping 40. Barrett 24, 21, 10, and 7 for Cameron Boozer in his NBA debut. All right, so the New York Knicks have a 35-15 record here at the deadline. For some reason, Mitchell Robinson maybe not too happy. I mean, he's not really averaging anything different this year. Minutes are the same as last year. Points around the same. Rebounds are even up from last year. Not really sure why he's upset. We are 35-15, so yeah, 20 games above 500. Brunson is leading the team in scoring, followed by Barrett, Randall, Boozer, and then quickly you have Hart shooting the ball a little bit better this year, which, you know, I'm glad he's shooting well from 3. Liam McNeely, pretty good in what would be his true rookie season. Mitchell Robinson, there's Donovan Clingan, whose numbers are down a little bit this season, but that's fine. And I don't think I was going to make any moves at the deadline. We're 3-star balance. I think like 20 games above 500 is where I want to be. We could give Brunson another 3 years on his deal, but I think I'm going to hold off to at least next year. RJ Barrett wants to test free agency this summer, so that's something to definitely keep an eye on. So Luka Doncic wins MVP with Cameron Boozer winning Rookie of the Year. Let's go over AJ. Mitchell Robinson on all defensive second team. Once again, we get Cameron Boozer on our rookie first team. There's AJ Dibanta. Pretty good stuff from him. And we are the 3 seed going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in round 1 with Malik Monk, Ace Bailey, who they took over Cooper Flagg, Tari Eason, and Embiid. That's kind of nasty with Bones Howard off the bench, who's really freaking good. So here are the end of the season stats with Brunson leading the way, followed by Barrett, Randall, Boozer, quickly, Hart, McNeely, who shot the ball very well in his rookie season. All right, so for the playoffs, I see like 2K always changes the rotation at the end of the year. And this is what the starting 5 and the bench is going to look like. System proficiency, I actually went over that pretty quickly. But yeah, it's pretty much the same starting 5 and the bench of quickly, Hart, McNeely, and Donovan Clingan. So round 1 against a good Sixers team. Are we able to beat them? This would be kind of upsetting if we lose. And god damn it, we lost in 7. Oh, by 1 point in overtime. 161 to 160. That is just brutal. All right, I don't really know what to say because I thought we could have won a title this year, and that was year 4. And thankfully, I won a title in year 1, but that definitely made me complacent. So we could look to maybe make a switch to the team in the offseason, but we'll see. You have the Sixers and the Thunder. The Thunder are just so good in these 10-year rebuilds. If you watch the Chicago Bulls one, you know why. Oh my god, every year I always forget it. I kind of remember to add the expansion teams. We do own our first round pick at 26, but that's pretty much it. All right, Will Hardy, maybe not the best year 1, but not the worst. And look who I'm signing to be my top shot doctor, or I guess my second assistant, Ime Udoka. So that's pretty nice. All right, so first auto-generated draft class, the Clippers got Owen Kelly with pick number 1. We ended up with Bo Jeffries at 26 and Clifton Fox in the second round. Got to pick up the team options on Dunn, McNeely, and Clingan. We do have RJ Barrett becoming a free agent, and we're going to give him a 5-year deal worth $30 million each year, and he's going to accept that. So anybody else switch here at the top? Doesn't really look like it. Tower Hero, though, goes to the Utah Jazz. You got Cam Thomas going to the Hawks. And then you have these guys re-signing. Sadiq Bey to the Nets. Levine to the Warriors. All right, so Cameron Boozer is up to an 84 overall at the age of 20. He will be a 90 overall before we know it. So year 5, I'd like to win a championship. If I feel like we're not going to, I will make a move at the deadline. But I'm going to change up the rotation just a little bit this season. I'm going to start Boozer over Randall and then keep quickly in the starting 5 with Brunson and Barrett, unless I really wanted to get weird and start McNeely at the 3, but I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. So like Randall off the bench is probably going to get like 27 minutes a night. We're going to start Mitchell Robinson over Clingan. Clingan's going to get like 18. We're going to go 30 to Mitch Rob. We're going to go 34 to Boozer because he may already be our second best player. 34 to Barrett, 35 to Brunson. Let's do 28 to Quickly. I'd like to go 20 to Liam McNeely, and then the final 14 minutes we'll probably go to Josh Hart. They could go to Caleb Wilson if I make a trade. System proficiency is 3.5-star balance. First game on the road against the Celtics. We ended up winning by 3. Shout out to Cameron Boozer. So I think I'm going to make a rotational change. We're 3 games above 500. I think I'm going to bench Josh Hart for the remaining part of the season, and we're going to see what Caleb Wilson can do. If we look at the player stats, our leading scorer is RJ Barrett. Jalen Brunson, and Cameron Boozer. That is the top three. And then you have Randall, McNeely, who has been very efficient. He could start for us at the three if I wanted him to. And then quickly, you know what I may do? I may do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move quickly to the bench for McNeely. Maybe we're going to drop Randall's minutes to 25, quickly to 27. And then I'm just going to try to find like ways to get some more minutes to Liam McNeely. 26 a night seems fair. So Jalen Brunson, I'm going to give him a 3-year extension. He will be a free agent at the end of the year. Obviously, I want him to retire as a Knick. All right, so Wemby wins MVP in his age 24 season, putting up just an incredible stat line. Darko Rajakovic, the current Raptors head coach, is now coaching the Rockets. We didn't get anybody on an All-NBA team. Soon, this will probably eventually be Cameron Boozer's team, and then he'll be the next guy to make it. We did finish the season, though, as the 2 seed, which is great. We're going to be taking on the Washington Wizards in round 1, who have Caden Boozer, the brother of Cameron Boozer, so that's going to be pretty sick to see. We finished with 48 wins. The Cavs are just that much better than everybody else in the East. They also have Taylor Hendricks and Corey Kispert now, same with DiVincenzo. So for the playoffs, let's construct this rotation. I think Caleb Wilson was fine, but he'll probably get like 12 minutes. We're going to go 15 to Klingon. I think we can even drop Randall to 23 quickly, 26. 32 to Mitch Robb. Let's go 35 to Boozer. And then let's go 38 to Brunson. We're taking on the Wizards in round 1. Are we able to beat them and win our first playoff series in 2 years? Yes, we can. We gentlemen sweep them. And we're going to be taking on the Bulls. Next, you have Cameron Boozer being the leading scorer, followed by Brunson. And then there's Liam McNeely, man. He is good. He could start for us at the 3 next year. And then like RJ at the 2. I think I have that in mind. Taking on the Bulls, who still have Lonzo, still have Patrick Williams. They have Ivy, Chris Middleton, Izan Almanza now, Dylan Harper. We should beat this team, but you never know with 2K. And we end up winning in 7. Let's freaking go. We blew them out in game 7 because Cameron Boozer dropped 30. Brunson was the leading scorer in that series. And now we're taking on the Pacers, who beat the Cavs for us. They have a Halliburton Daniels backcourt with Franz at the 3. There's Tobias Harris. Are we able to beat them and go back to the NBA Finals, please? No, we goddamn lost in 6 to this squad. And then the Thunder in there once again. Damn it, man. I really thought we were going to get there. Cameron Boozer was playing so well. We were what? We lost game 1, won game 2. We were up 2 games to 1, and then they ended up winning 3 and answered, winning by 5, by 15, and then by 10. So yeah, Shea was your finals MVP. Oh my god, again, I forgot to add the expansion teams. All right, I promise it will happen next year. I always forget to do so. You have 4 guys heading to the Hall of Fame: Steph, Kawhi, Jimmy, and Paul George. Jimmy, Draymond, and Steph all get their jerseys retired. I guess I could have just done it now. I'm really messing up this expansion. But yeah, they'll come next year. We have the 8th pick via Memphis, which dates back to year 1 we made that trade. Let's go, man. And it ends up at 3. Hell yeah. So if we take a look at the mock draft, we could take this Sasa guy, Bilic, out of Slovenia. Yeah, that looks like a consensus number 3 or a pick, or Christian Chambers. Reminds me of Chris Chambers, the former NFL receiver. He looks pretty good as well if I want to draft another power forward. Or you know what? I think I'm going to try to go out and trade for Bam Adebayo. This would move Mitchell Robinson to the bench, which he could be upset about. He is a free agent next year, so this could be his last year as a Knick. But yeah, Emmanuel Quickly, who's due $29 million, and number 3 for Bam Adebayo. They agree to that. So we go out and we get one of the better centers in the NBA. He is 30 years old, but we should get the last few good years out of him. So the Clippers take Edwin Robinson, a point guard out of Missouri, number 1. Reggie King goes number 2. And the Bilic guy goes number 3. 77 overall, 21 years old. We're going to take Javon Thomas at the end of the first round, a shooting guard at a Butler. I'm actually really happy with us trading for Bam. So that is a lot of money that we're going to have to pay Bam. We got Trey Dunleavy and Kevin Robinson there in the second round. Picking up the options on basically everybody here. Josh Hart is a $0 team option. I won't do that to him. But Neil Lynch, bring back for sure. Klingon, I'll give him the qualifying offer. Same with Ryan Dunn. If we get Klingon back on $11 million, sure. We'll probably trade him. If not, I'm not going to match it. I mean, we can bring back Josh Hart just as like a veteran for teammate chemistry, because obviously he's good friends with Jalen Brunson. And yeah, nobody's going to throw $20 million at Klingon, so we probably will get him back on the QO. Nope, the Pacers do throw a deal at him. You know what? We won't match it. I will let him, we're going to be nice to our players. We already have Bam and Mitch Robb, so Klingon for 14 mil. He's going to go to the Pacers, so we are going to do that, and we get Ryan Dunn back on the QO. Progression, we see Cameron Boozer, number 1 guy on the team. Him and Bam in the front court is going to just be insane. insane. McNeely goes up. All right, so before I forget, let's add these expansion teams. I want to do teams that I haven't done yet, or at least cities that I haven't really used to give some love to. All right, so we're going to be adding a team to Virginia. Virginia Beach Neptunes, they're getting the Eastern Conference team. And then we're going to add the Nashville Rhythm here. So I guess they'll be in the West. We could also change it a little bit. But yeah, so we're adding a Nashville team and we're adding a Virginia Beach squad. All right, so this is going to be a really good team. I don't know if I want to give Ryan Dunn or Josh Hart the 9th man minutes. I think we could see what Ryan Hart or Ryan Dunn can do for one more year. Do I want to play Bo Jeffries or Neil Lynch? All right, we can see what Neil Lynch can do, actually. He will play over Ryan Dunn. He'll get like 15 a night. Mitchell Robinson's going to hate me at the end of the year, but we're going to give him 18 minutes. We're going to go 18 to Caleb Wilson. Is that Caleb Wilson? Yeah. We're going to go 25 to Julius Randle, maybe even 24. 32 to Bam, 35 to Boozer. Let's go 30 to McNeely. That'll be a career high. Let's go 34 to RJ, and then let's go 34 to Brunson. Yeah, this is going to be Cameron Boozer's team, I think, if we want to win a championship next. 4-star balanced. Huge addition getting Bam, but we lost our first game of the year, of course. All right, so we finally got somebody on an All-NBA team, and it's Cameron Boozer on All-NBA first team this season. He's getting better and better each year. His efficiency is off the charts. We also got Cameron Boozer on All-Defensive second team as well. So we ended the season as a 2 seed. Actually, weirdly enough, Mitchell Robinson was not upset this season, but he did not want to re-sign with us at the deadline. I get that. Maybe he wants a much larger role somewhere else. We're taking on Boston in round 1, who have a point guard by the name of Malik Thomas. It looks pretty good. They have Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Kristaps still. Jalen Brunson was still our leading scorer by 0.3 points, 7.8 assists, shot 47 from the field, 40 from 3, 90 from the line. Hey, if he just averages like 18 and 7, I would be happy with that on really good efficiency as kind of the lead ball handler. There's RJ Barrett, now below 20 points for the first time in 4 years. The efficiency is still okay. It's nothing special. Liam McNeely might be better than RJ Barrett next year. There's a chance. Bam Adebayo did not average a steal or block a night, which is kind of weird. There's Julius Randle, who will be a free agent. This could be his last year as a Knick. So for the playoffs, I think Neil Lynch, who was pretty bad this year, I think I may play Ryan Dunn over him, actually. Who's going to get like 10 minutes a night. We're going to go 15 to Mitch Rob. Caleb Wilson wasn't bad. He'll probably get 15 as well. 23 to Randle. We're going to play the starting 5 a ton. 35 to Bam. 38 to Boozer. 33 to McNeely. 36 to Brunson, 37 to Brunson. We'll do that. 4-star balance. Can we beat Boston and go to round 2? We are up 3-0 and we sweep them. We will be taking on Cleveland in round 2. This was the Cameron Boozer, Brunson, Barrett, and McNeely show, at least offensively. Wilson and Randall both weren't great. So we're taking on the Cavs in round 2. Still have the elite front court and the elite backcourt. They do have Tyler Smith out of the G League Ignite also. So you got Washington and Chicago. Things have turned around for them. OKC and Houston and Portland and Golden State. So let's see who is going to advance to the conference finals here in year number 6. And we are currently undefeated in the playoffs. We sweep Cleveland as Liam McNeely averaged 30 points. Yep. Okay. This is a breakout year for him, or a playoff run, I should say. Taking on the Bulls here in the conference finals. Good team. But I feel like Cleveland and Boston are better than them. And we end up winning at 6. So we are back in the finals. Liam McNeely averaged 8.8 assists and 7.3 rebounds. He's your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Chet in the West. Can we beat the Thunder, man? They've just been dominating, basically, in this video. They win Game 1 by 37 points. Game number 2 also goes to the Thunder. All right, this is bad. This is very, very bad. We do end up winning Game 3 by 15 points. 43 points for Cameron Boozer. Game number 4, we stay alive. We beat him by 2. RJ with 43. McNeely with 29 and 10. We end up losing game number 5. Damn, that is pretty brutal. We did an abysmal first quarter. All right, can we stay alive here? Game 6 in 2029. Can we do so? Come on, let's force a Game 7. Not a great first half, but it could be much worse. Can we come back here in the second half? Nope, we end up getting blown out. All right, well, we ended up losing the finals. Brunson had a great Game 6. Damn, Boozer played well. I think our team is going to look a little bit different in the offseason. Shea, Finals MVP. How many have they won in a row? That's 4 in a row. So there goes Harden, Lillard, Beal, Hayward, Hardaway, Wiggins, Capella. Harden and Lillard are going to the Hall of Fame. So, yep, we are going to be adding 2 new expansion teams. Usually owners hate this, but hey, they're approving it now. All right, so 2K wants to add the Nashville Rhythm to the Central. Southeast get the Neptunes. And then we're going to be sending the Bucks to the Northwest. Hey, why not? So the Bucks are going to be in the Western Conference. Do we have any random first-round picks for this lottery in 2020? What are we in, 2029? No, we do not. We do have our first-round pick at number 28. So we did see Billy Donovan become a free agent. I'm going to I kind of want to bring him back because I like the trio of Udoka, Hardy, and Donovan. I feel like it's a very good balance offensively and defensively. So it's going to be easy for us because we do have a lot of free agents. So I think I can keep basically Jeffries, Lynch, and even Javon Thomas, who is a former first-round pick. So we would lose, I think, Dunleavy. So yeah, I'm just not going to keep Dunleavy or Kevin Robinson. I think I should be good there, right? Boom, there we go. Okay, so expansion draft, Neptunes, and the Rhythm. It should be still a decent amount of prospects in here. So you see Mo Bellamy, who was a pick a couple of years ago. Hashimura, Wendell Carter's in here. Ian Jackson. Yeah, it's a pretty fair draft. Like if you look at my 10-year rebuild with the Bulls the other day, like Scoot Henderson was the #1 pick here. So I think this was a good time to have it. These rosters aren't OP, but they are still solid for an expansion team. All right, so I'm going to be making this trade with the Portland Trailblazers. We are going to be acquiring Jett Howard. He's an expiring contract, so there's a chance I could look to move him for somebody that's locked up. And we're getting Time Lord Robert Williams, who's basically going to replace Mitchell Robinson as the backup 5. And yeah, we're moving RJ Barrett just to the emergence of Liam McNeely. I think it makes sense for us. So yeah, we're going to clear up $35 million. Well, not really. We're going to clear up about $10 million with this trade. And RJ Barrett is going to get traded to Portland. Yeah, that is a pretty big deal to make. Okay, I'm going to try to actually trade Howard for Denny Avdija. I may have to give up 28 and our second round pick to do so. Do I really want to throw in another first rounder? Not really. I would probably rather just give up Javon Thomas as well instead of giving up those draft picks. So, okay, it looks like they do want 28 and my second rounder, and they agreed to that. So, we ended up getting Denny Avdija, who's under contract for a few more years, which is something I wanted. The Clippers had the #1 pick again. They ended up with Chase Fletcher, a center out of LSU. Shout out Shaq. So, we're going to pick up the team option on everybody but Kevin Robinson. We're going to pay Liam McNeely a ton of money this offseason as well. That's why I wanted to move on from RJ. And I think we are also going to move on from Julius Randle as well. So, a little bit of an end of an era. Mitchell Robinson would come back, not paying him $20 million a year. So, yeah, we're moving on from RJ Randle and Mitch Rob on the same offseason. I would like to re-sign Ryan Dunn. We actually have $14 million in cap space. Not going to use that, though. We're going to sign Dunn to a 3-year deal. Try to keep developing him. I mean, he's still 26 years old. It's a little bit on the older side. And then I'm going to pay McNeely once moratorium is done. And it's going to be $88 million over 4 years. I think we're buying in on him at the right time. So I probably could re-sign. No, I can't, bring anybody back. But I think we're pretty much good right now. I have Brunson, I have Dunn, Lynch, and Jeffries, Avdija, Boozer, McNeely, who I'm going to make a small forward, Bam, and Robert Williams. I think that is pretty good. If I make McNeely a small forward, he goes up to an 86 overall. You'll love to see that. Cooper Flagg is an unrestricted free agent as well. I guess Houston doesn't want him back. Nikola Topic is here. And he's major moves now. The top 4 stay with them. Well, Paolo Banchero goes to Virginia Beach. I guess closer to Duke than Orlando is. That has to be true. Yeah, that definitely is true. And Scoot Henderson goes to Nashville to play for the Rhythm. All right, so we do see a little bit of regression from Time Lord Robert Williams, but I really like this team currently going forward. So yeah, Jalen Brunson, the only OG Knick left on the roster. All right, so let's construct this new look Knicks rotation. It's definitely going to be Brunson. I think Dunn could start for us at the 2 of Avdija, Wilson, Time Lord, and Neil Lynch off the bench. So this is going to be the starting 5 of Brunson, Dunn, McNeely, Boozer, and Adebayo with Avdija, Wilson, Time Lord, and Neil Lynch off the bench. We're 4.5-star balanced. Let's win a title this year. So there is a chance Bam would opt out. I'm going to try to get him done on a 3-year extension. That may hurt at the end of it, but I think we have to bring him back. Let's lock up Brunson on 3 more years as well. Like I said, Nick for life. And let's bring back Denny Avdija as well, because he could pass, he could rebound, he could shoot off the bench. Perfect role player for us in our second unit. And boom, Cameron Boozer is your MVP. So this was all from the Dante DiVincenzo trade, I believe. Look at those numbers. 25, 10, 6.5 over steal and block a night and elite efficiency as well. Like I said, it's his team now. Bronny James, 6th man of the year in Indiana. VJ Miller balls out in Virginia Beach. And Isaiah Collier wins clutch player of the year. But the Thunder go 71 and 11. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, we got Liam McNeely and All-NBA 3rd team. Yep, that's why I moved RJ Barrett. 23-7, 8.5 assists. 51 from the field, 43 from 3. Him and Cameron Boozer together is just an insane duo. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Did we win 68 games? Yeah, 68 and 14. We had 2 All-NBA seasons, and then how many assists did Jalen Brunson get? He got 7.3. Also averaged 20 points a night, and then you have Ryan Dunn, who's getting somewhat better, still just needs to be a better 3-point shooter. If not, I would look to move him in the offseason. I'm going to be monitoring our system proficiency because we could hit 5 stars very soon. This Hornets team's good, man. They're good in the sim with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. Are we able to knock them off? Don't lose. Oh my God. What? 68 wins. The MVP. And we lose in 7 to an 8 seed. Why does 2K have to do that to me, man? That just sucks so much. I really thought we were going to win a title this year. I don't even know what changes to make on this team. Maybe we look to, like, Ryan Dunn wasn't all that bad. I know he can't shoot. Maybe Caleb Wilson isn't good. I don't know. I thought this team was perfect. Damn it, and Bam's getting a year older. Same with Brunson. Malik Thomas is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and the Thunder win once again. All right, I can't wait for my 10-year Thunder rebuild because I'm just going to win it all every single season. But no, watch when I do a Thunder 10-year rebuild. I just never win it all. Kyrie Irving is heading to the Hall of Fame. And here is the draft lottery. The Cavs get the 2nd overall pick via Memphis. We have pick 31. Will Hardy's contract is up. I may think about moving on. Could I finally get Nick Nurse? I wasn't able to get him last time. If not, I may promote either Udoka or Billy Donovan. Nope, can't get Nick Nurse. All right, I think I'm going to promote Ime Udoka to being our head coach and moving on from Will Hardy. Unless, could I do like a quick demotion promotion thing? I don't know if Will Hardy got picked up. Oh, it looked like he did. Yeah, because I was like, all right, maybe I could sign him as an assistant. We'll pick up Wes Unseld Jr. Nope, he says no. All right, this trade may hurt me financially, but I'm going to commit $68 million to Desmond Bane. He's a veteran in his point of his career. He's 32 years old, but he is an elite three-point shooter. We're basically sending our late first rounder and a second. We're getting Memphis a second, and we're giving them Ryan Dunn. So yeah, that is going to hurt our cap sheet just a little bit, but I think we'll still be okay. I do have to pay Cameron Boozer a ton of money in this offseason. It looks like Dylan Waters was the #1 overall pick to the Raptors there. We'll pick up the team option on Bo Jeffries. We could also look to move him. Honestly, I need some depth pieces. I'm not going to give Frankie Reese the qualifying offer or Gerard Grant. I think I may look to move Neil Lynch as well. So yeah, obviously I'll match whatever Cameron Boozer gets. It's going to be a ton of money. And Caleb Wilson's a free agent. I forgot he didn't play in his rookie season. So the Mavericks gave him 4 years, 209. That's an easy match for me. All right, so we get Neil Lynch back on a 3-year deal. I think I may look to trade him, and we get Caleb Wilson back. And we're going to do this trade. I'm moving my 2031 top 3 protected first, Bo Jeffries and Neil Lynch for Adam Fitzgerald, who really won't play for us. But then we're also getting Julian Strawther, who's very good and is 28 now on the LA Lakers. So Luka goes to the Clippers. Donovan Mitchell stays in Cleveland. AJ Debanza, really good. Just as good. Oh my God, he's an elite three-point shooter. Just as good as Cameron Boozer. Resigns with the Jazz. All right, so Desmond Bane does regress. Not surprised. Robert Williams is really regressing. He's not going to play too much as the backup 5. Adam Fitzgerald will probably be in the G League. All right, so this is going to be the rotation. Same starting 5-ish as last year, just taking out Desmond Bane, or putting in Desmond Bane, taking out Ryan Dunn. We had to join Strawther to the bench. And like I said, Adam Fitzgerald will be on the Westchester Knicks this year. Are we 5 stars? Yes, we are. Can we please win it all here in 2031? All right, Julian Strawther has been a great pickup for us, and he's still only 28 years old, so I'm going to give him a 3-year extension. We could also get Robert Williams on a 1-year minimum extension as well, so I'm going to do that. I mean, it doesn't hurt. All right, so we are going to win less games this year, even though Cameron Boozer still wins MVP with arguably a better year, actually definitely a better year than he had last year. The Thunder goes 75-7. John Morant is on the Kings. This is just unfair, man. We did get Liam McNeely, an all-NBA second team as well. Also one of the best facilitators in the NBA. 9.5 assists, are you kidding me? It's just like 58 wins, man. But the OKC Thunder have 75. The Mavericks were also so good this year with Caden Boozer, and they also have Asor Thompson. So we're taking on the Nashville Rhythm, who have a sick backcourt of Scoot Henderson and Dyson Daniels. Also have Moses Moody. Thought about picking him up at one point. He's turned into a solid player throughout his career. They have Matas Buzelis as well, who just averaged 31 points for them. Okay, I mean, he's probably playing a career high in minutes. So here were the player stats throughout the season. Brunson averaged 6.6 assists. The efficiency is dropping. I mean, Desmond Bane shot 39 from 3, 90 from the line. Better than what Ryan Dunn would have gave us. All right, so just to come up with this rotation, we're going to go 33 to Brunson, 26 to Bane is fine. Let's go 37 to McNeely and Boozer, 33 to Bam, and then I'm going to go probably 21 to Strawther. So please do not lose in round 1. We lost to an 8 seed last year. I mean, this Rhythm team is solid. Oh my God. Okay, we end up winning in 6. We have a Battle of New York in round 2 going up against the Nets. Boozer had a good series. Same with McNeely. Brunson is definitely aging. So we're taking on the Nets, who have Trey, Green, still have Mikal Bridges, and Cooper Flagg, and Kessler. That's insane. Oh, we're going to lose, aren't we? Nope, we sweep them. Okay. That's like the sickest roster I've seen, too. Liam McNeely went off in these 4 games, same with Boozer and Brunson. We're taking on the team that eliminated us last year in the Charlotte Hornets. How's Filipowski been? He's been solid. He's a good 3-point shooter. Bradshaw's been good as well. Thought about drafting him when we took Klingon. Can we beat them and go to the finals? Yes, we win in 7, and we don't have to face the Thunder. Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah, Stephon Castle is him. He's that good, but they beat the Thunder in 7. Wow. Wow. They have Asamoah. They have Kayson Wallace. So a little bit of revenge for him. They have Cam Whitmore, Derek Whitehead, AJ Johnson. Can we beat the Suns and get our second title? We haven't won since year 1. We're up 2-1. 2-2. Oh my god. They just won 3 unanswered. Please force a game 7. Okay, thank you. Oh my god. This is so frustrating to watch, man. Like, we were up 2-0. Here in the finals, Brunson has been the top scorer. Man, Caleb Wilson has not been great. So for the final game, Caleb Wilson, you are getting 10 minutes a night. And we are going to make sure that McNeely gets 40 and Boozer gets 41. So can we beat the Suns? Here we are, game 7. It's at Madison Square Garden. I don't want to lose 2 finals in this video. We're off to a good start. Back and forth here in the third. No. Down by 4. Okay, we're up by 3. We're up by 1 with 2 minutes to go. Let's watch this and see what happens. All right, here we go. So we're up by 1, 2 minutes left. All right, I just really want to see either 3 guys shoot the ball. Brunson, Boozer, or McNeely. Can we get it to Boozer in the post? We're running a pick and roll with Brunson and Bam. Brunson to the rim, pass it to Bam. Okay, thank God he passed that. I thought he was going to take that jumper. Perfect roll for Bam as we take a 3-point lead. We both have 1 timeout. We are in the bonus. I think we have 1 more foul to give for them at least. So let's see what happens. Stephon Castle, that's the guy we got to worry about with the ball. Brunson guarding him is not the matchup we want whatsoever at all. I should really maybe make a switch defensively. But since I'm not controlling them, I don't really think I can do that. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Come on, Ime Udoka. You're like a defensive-minded head coach as well. Make the proper switch because Castle is just so much bigger than Brunson. All right, Brunson trying to go to work on him with this dribble package. Just pass it out. Okay, Cameron Boozer kicks it over to Liam McNeely, who has a smaller defender on him. McNeely in the post. Post fade with the hook shot. It goes in. Oh, that was so ugly. But he knocks it down. That is a grown man move. Castle driving on Brunson. Where's the help? Bam. Can you go in the paint? Okay, he misses it. Let's go. Bam gets the rebound. We got lucky there. Brunson trying to go to work on Castle. He finds Bam and he turns it over. And Castle is too quick. For some reason, crossed over, slowed him down, and he still makes it. 1-point game. 58 seconds. I can't take this. All right, Strother, please go to work. I'm glad you're in over Bane. Brunson in the post. What are we doing? Brunson with the fade. He misses it. Bam! Yes! 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 Bam on the cleanup crew. Let's go. All right, Bam, can you drop, please? Like, Castle. Oh, my God, gets the N1. And we have a tied game. All right, all tied up at 116. I would love the 2-for-1, but I feel like we're not going to do that. We would have to score in the next 8 seconds. Castle, like, this is just the ISO Brunson show, which I just hate to watch. And there goes the 2-for-1. McNeely, pass that over to Cameron Boozer, who's an elite 3-point shooter. He misses it, but Bam, kick it out. Oh, he makes it anyway. Okay, Bam, you could have wasted some time, you know, but here we go. Bam has just been a beast for us on the offensive glass. All right, Williams kicks it over to Stephon Castle. Can somebody please help Brunson out on the defensive side of the ball? Oh, they're going to probably take the final shot. It's going to be just no and ones. Don't let me lose on a buzzer beater, please. I don't want to see this game go to overtime. They're going to probably still go to Castle. 5 seconds. They're calling for the screen. I'm fine with the switch. He's going to hit it over to Asanoa for 3. He misses it. Let's go. Let's go. And the New York Knicks win the NBA Finals. A good defensive possession. And we win Game 7 by 2 points. And Finals MVP is Cameron Boozer, who just has a monster stat line. And we beat the Suns in 7. So we won it in year 1 and in year 8. Randall signed with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then he ends up retiring. I don't think he'll be in the Hall of Fame. We did retire his jersey, though. He spent 10 years here. Whoa. Roberto Navarro to the Pistons. Looks like an insane pick. We pretty much don't have much turnover this offseason. Like Adam Fitzgerald. Why did I? Oh no, we got him in the Lakers deal. I thought he was a former first-round pick. Do we have any unrestricted free agents? Doesn't look like it. Wemby's a free agent though. Devin Booker, Owen Kelly, who's that #1 overall pick to the Clippers. He's really good. Caden Boozer's a free agent. I would love to have some tampering, but we just have no money whatsoever. And Wembanyama goes to the Utah Jazz after spending 8 years in San Antonio. Devin Booker stays with the Memphis Grizzlies. So pretty much as expected, we see some regression of Brunson to Bane to Time Ward, not to Bam Adebayo yet, which is nice because we just have 2 more years. So Matas Buzelis, who was the number 5 overall pick in the 2024 draft, ends up winning MVP. We finished the season as the 2 seed, so a little bit worse this season. We ended up 55-27 tied with the Celtics. They just had the tiebreaker. Cameron Boozer led the team in scoring, followed by McNeely, Brunson, Strother, Wilson, Adebayo, and Bane. So for the playoffs, I think we're probably, do I want to play Adam Fitzgerald? Yeah, we'll probably play him 10 minutes a night as like the backup big. He is 6'10". We're going to go to 18 minutes to Bane. We're going to do 18 to Caleb Wilson as well. Bane is still an elite shooter. We'll do 26 to Adia. We'll do 32 to Bam, 38 to Boozer, 38 to McNeely. I'd like to do probably 28 to Strother, and then let's do 32 to Brunson. We are 5-star system proficiency. Can we beat the Indiana Pacers, who have Jalen Suggs and Halliburton in their backcourt in round 1? Let's actually simulate the playoffs. Let's see what happens here. Come on. I feel confident we'll at least make it to the NBA Finals. And yes, let's go. We beat Nashville in 7, and then we sweep Boston, the 1 seed, to go to the finals to take on the Thunder once again. What a playoff run for McNeely and Boozer and Brunson. Let's get revenge on the OKC Thunder. They still have Shea, still have Chet, still have Giddey. Come on, let's beat them. Let's beat them, please. They swept us a couple years ago. We win in 6. Hell yeah, Cameron Boozer gets revenge. He's your finals MVP. That is ring number 3 for the New York Knicks. We did lose. Okay, we didn't get swept. We lost in 6 to the Thunder a few years ago, so we get revenge on them. Hell yeah. Anthony Davis retires, so does Jokic and Turner, Gordon, Porzingis, Siakam. So many current, great bigs. There goes Popovich, finally retires. Jokic and AD head to the Hall of Fame. All right, so we're just pretty much going to give Reese and Fitzgerald the qualifying offers. All right, so Bam's starting to regress. Brunson keeps regressing. There goes Bane. Robert Williams getting much worse as well. And in the final year, Cameron Boozer wins another MVP award. Caden Boozer won 6th Man of the Year now that he's in Sacramento. We get Coach of the Year. 1 seed in the East for the final season. I noticed the Thunder are the 2 seed and the Rockets are the 1 seed. Like I said, this is Cameron Boozer's team. Clearly our best player. Taking on the Chicago Bulls in round 1. Still have Lonzo Ball, which is pretty cool. And are we going to lose in round 1? Are you kidding me? Okay. We went in 6. That was a little scary. I would like to go off on a high note. Let's see if we can beat Orlando in round 2. Still have Cole Anthony. Okay. Grady Dick is one of their top guys. He's a really good shooter, but we should sweep them. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? What? How? Who is going off on this team? Patel? Didn't Patel, but what? Grady? I don't even know. I don't even know how they beat us. Okay, 2K just said, we're not going to make any sense for the final season for year 10, because that clearly didn't make any sense. Oh, Thunder versus Hornets. I feel like this is going to end in a sweep. Ended up winning in 5. Well, that is kind of disappointing to end the 10-year rebuild. We only ended with 3 rings, which is still pretty solid in a 10-year span. We went back-to-back. I really thought we were going to win it all this year. We did lose it in 2029 as well. It's funny because we literally won in year 1, and then we didn't end up winning it for 6 straight seasons. But that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this 10-year Knicks rebuild. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which team we should do a 10-year rebuild with next. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.